Saturday afternoon in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Cowboys fans in Boone Pickens Stadium on the campus of Oklahoma State University feast their eyes on a sea of orange and black and take in the familiar sounds of college football. But for senior cornerback Martel Van Zant, those sounds are foreign to him. He is deaf. The fact that he has made it this far is nothing short of astonishing. His success is a direct result of a no-nonsense family, hard work, devotion to the game, raw physical power, and an interpreter on the sidelines.
When someone's speaking to him, I'll interpret in sign language. And then when he's answering back or whatever, then I will be his voice. Having an interpreter, you know, I'm able to communicate and, you know, it's given me some success.
Martel Van Zant was born August 18, 1985 in Tyler, Texas, to Andre and Alice Van Zant. During the pregnancy, Alice contracted chickenpox and Martel was born deaf. The family quickly came to terms with this setback and made sure Martel was never coddled or isolated because of his disability.
It was just something that we was going to have to handle. And that's the way we do it as a family. We handle everything.
We weren't going to have a pity party. You know, no one walking around saying, oh, poor little boy, what's going to happen? No pity parties here.
I prefer to be, you know, considered equal as anybody else, not below anybody else or not dumb or anything. I just want to, you know, be just as equal as a hearing person.
That equal treatment included participating in sports with kids who could hear. By the time he reached high school, Martel's athletic talent was known throughout the city of Tyler, a breeding ground for NFL talent, including Hall of Famer Earl Campbell. In his senior year, the ferocious cornerback was named All-Conference and was one of the top defensive prospects in Texas.
He was a great player, number one. Great speed, size, strength, and he wants to be good. But I wish every kid, hearing and otherwise, would have the same attitude and all as that guy does, and we'd all be in good shape.
He was heavily recruited by Division I schools, but some programs were hesitant to commit due to his condition. Oklahoma State, under former head coach Les Miles, had no fear.
Les Miles has a brother that is deaf, so he knew about what it all entailed, the community and the communication.
Upon his arrival on campus in the summer of 2004, Martel was assigned a professional interpreter to help him communicate with his coaches and teammates.
We met the first day when Martel reported for two-a-days as a freshman. You know, that's when we made our introductions and, you know, kind of what's up and got to know each other and, you know, trying to build up a rapport like family so, you know, we can talk with each other real fluently.
With complicated defensive schemes, audibles, and split-second changes coming at lightning speed, an effective communication triangle between Martel, Allie, and the coaching staff is critical.
At first, as you would expect, everybody was a little bit apprehensive about how is this guy going to fit in? How are we going to do this? You got to slow down your teaching progression for him because it has to go through me to Allie to Martel, and then the questions have to come back from Martel to Allie to me.
When adjustments have to be made during the play, the safeties and the corners and the guys that play back there with him, they have to give ham signals, and that can be a little bit of a disadvantage for him.
To overcome these challenges, Martel has developed a keen ability to see and feel what others don't.
He's got a sense, a seventh sense or something, because he can feel me walking up behind him. He can sense people behind him.
When I'm trying to get his attention, you can just do like this anywhere. You know, you can even be behind him. You just do like this, and he can see it automatically.
All I have is my vision. You know, if there's some little movement or whatever, you know, I notice it. So, you know, I'm constantly moving my eyes and looking for the things. I constantly watch the ball and the wide receiver. So my eyes are a lot more busier as to where most people just depend on their hearing.
Martel's impact on the game of football reaches far beyond his teammates and coaches. His courage has affected the sport of football everywhere. Although Martel can't hear the cheers of the 40,000 faithful sitting in Boone Pickens Stadium, their support is easily recognizable. They show their applause by signing.
They throw their hands up, for me to see, but it's for the whole team. You know, they are also clapping for the whole team, but they're clapping in a way that I can see it.
When they raise their hands in applause, it's just like, wow. It's just amazing.
Every time I look at him and a big play happen or he make a big play, everybody's yelling, and he just as hot as everybody else. Like, he don't even have a disability.
When you see a kid like Martell go through all the things he went through to get to this position, and he makes a play and you got thousands of people applauding for him, it just stops your heart. It makes you feel that all the work he's done is paid off.
Martell is focused on a successful senior year, and he has his sights set on playing Sundays in the NFL. He knows he can be a role model that sports in America needs.
That's my goal. That's one thing that I've really wanted, is to, you know, try my best and see if I can get into the league, and, you know, we'll see what happens after this season.
When I sit back and think of what he's been able to accomplish, it amazes me that he's come this far.
On first down, the pass intercepted by Martel Van Zant.
Because he's so disciplined, he's so tough, and he's such a good person, he has success.
Whether you're deaf or hearing, you know, don't say that I can't, say I can, and you will do it.
Martell has given his entire life to the game of football. And although he cannot hear the cheers of the fans, what is most important is that he hears the cheering in his heart.